I'm Rosie, and just start with saying thank you for inviting me to talk at this event today. It's not my usual setting. I'm a Pilates teacher and I'm usually standing in front of people telling them what to do. So hopefully you'll benefit from this today. I'm going to talk a little bit about how Pilates can help you. And tell you a little bit about what I do and try and draw some connections to that for you. So I've been teaching Pilates for 20 years and I've taught a whole host of different bodies over the years. I teach group mat work classes and I teach private classes and I teach small groups of people. So it really depends when people come to me. I always ask them what they want to achieve, and I tailor everything to the individual. So there's one of the first benefits of Pilates. It can be tailored to whoever, wherever, whenever. It's very, very accessible. It's one of the most accessible forms of exercise. You can do the exercises sitting down, you can do the exercises standing up, you can do the exercises lying down. You can use equipment, you don't have to use equipment. So there's really, you know, I've never had anybody come to me into my Pilates class or call me and ask me about Pilates and I've had to say, no, it's not for you. There's nothing I can do, okay? I'm sure everyone's heard of Pilates and has an idea of what it is, so I'm not going to go into great detail about technically what it does. I just want to give you as much information as I can in the time that I've got. So Pilates isn't a set of exercises that you copy. You can I think you see Pilates, you see images of Pilates and they're always quite strong, but that's not the intent for Pilates teachers to create those pictures on perfect bodies. It's a technique and it's adaptable to everyone and anyone. It's how you do the exercises that help people benefit from them. So our aim is to create the correct balance in the body, using the correct muscles to give the spine and the joints the support that they need. And at the same time, we need to create mobility in the body so we can move freely without stress and strain and pain. So why is it important that we exercise? It's a very, 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 very difficult question to answer in such a short space of time, but the most basic answer is our bodies are designed to move. They're designed to move to keep them working efficiently. We need to exercise. So there's that old saying that if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's very true. If we're injured or in pain, we tend to avoid movement. It can be a tiny injury or a tiny bit of pain in your foot and you avoid using that. So you shift your body weight onto the other side of the body and you don't even realise you're doing it. You just, oh yeah, I've just got a little niggle in my foot, but you're creating lots of other imbalances in the body at the same time. And those little problems can sometimes end up being big problems. So avoidance of pain can be a bigger problem than the initial problem that you started with. So Pilates helps that because we can start very gently. People kind of think that Pilates is a gentle form of exercise. It can be, but it isn't. It's a very effective form of exercise. And you actually have to work quite hard to really sort of see the benefits and feel the benefits. But that doesn't mean that, you can't do it if you're injured and you can't move around. So Pilates can help with poor joint function, bone health, heart health. It can help improve the circulatory system, the lymphatic system, the respiratory system, and it's referred to, or it's put into the bracket of mind-body form of exercise. So what that means is it balances the mind and body. Our mind can affect our body and vice versa. Our body, if we're in pain, if we can't move, it can affect our state of mind and how we're feeling and how we're thinking. So Pilates teachers, our job is to control the body. And how do we do that? we focus our mind on the body. So you get it all in one. If we're feeling stressed, we tend to hold tension in our body. As soon as stress comes in, then the tension comes in, the shoulders come up. It's that old saying again, that we're carrying the weight of the world around with us on our shoulders. And what comes with this is shallow breathing into the chest. With Pilates, we focus the breathing, we teach you how to breathe correctly, and we're taking something very automatic. So breathing is automatic response of the body. With Pilates, we teach you how to control that. And once you start controlling your breath, you can start to control your body starts to relax, it can help you to lower your heart rate. There's just no end. I could go on forever telling you all the benefits of Pilates. It really can help everyone, and I believe that everybody should be doing Pilates because there are so many benefits from it. I came into Pilates, I was a professional dancer many moons ago, and partway through my career, in my early 30s, I had a back injury, and it resulted in me having surgery on my back. So before my back injury, I was already doing Pilates, but I was doing it at a very, very high level to keep my body in peak condition. After I'd had my operation, I'd lost all the feeling, all movement in one side of my body, or in my leg and my foot. And so I then had to come back to Pilates, but I used Pilates to build everything back up again. And I just wanted to share that story with you to really demonstrate how, the different levels of Pilates and how accessible it is. Okay, so I think I've given you all the information that I think is relevant. I hope it's relevant. I hope you can feel some benefit from it. And my job as a Pilates teacher when I'm teaching people is I like to give them a toolbox of exercises that they can go away with, things that are beneficial to them, not things that are going to give them a six-pack if that's not necessarily what they want to achieve, but something that they can work into their life and build in bit by bit, day by day, which is where Pilates really comes into its own. When you start applying the principles and applying the method to what you're doing, generally day to day. So you don't need an hour-long Pilates class to do these exercises. When I send people off, I just go, right, just 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, this is what you need to implement. So I can't see any of you because all of our videos are turned off. So I'm going to hope that you do this with me now. We're not going to jump up and start jumping around at all. I'm just going to focus you in on your posture and how you're sitting, just to demonstrate how simple it is and how effective just doing something very, very, very little minor, take a couple of minutes, and how that can change the way your body feels. So, so much of exercise is about your well-being and how you feel. So to echo what Professor Barrett said at the beginning about the vegetarian diet and not making any claims, if it makes you feel good, then, do it, which is, I think, a huge part of Pilates, and that's why a lot of people do it, because it makes them feel good. Okay, so if you just wherever you're sitting, just sit, and then imagine your pelvis is heavy and your pelvis is dropping down. Now imagine that you have a piece of thread attached to the crown of the head, and somebody takes hold of that thread and pulls the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. So you're elongating the spine and space is being created in between the spine. Now just take a breath in through the nose and lift the shoulders up to the ears, and breathe out through the mouth and roll the shoulders back. And again, breathe in, lift the shoulders up to the ears, and breathe out and roll the shoulders back. And just repeat that 3 more times, and hopefully just doing that simple exercise, you can feel tension releasing, dropping out of the shoulders and out of the neck. Okay, and it's as simple as that. Obviously there's a lot more to it, but it's as simple as that, just to release a little bit of tension and to start relaxing the body. Okay, thank you very much. I'll pass you back over.